This is Kyokushin Karate, the most brutal form of karate. We started training martial arts about 4 months ago.
We chose Kyokushin Karate so that we could push ourselves to the absolute limits.
Combat sports have always been so fascinating to me since I was like 7. I used to love watching WWE fights. Well, later I got to know that they were scripted, but that's besides the point. Anyways, so as I grew up, I started watching more and more fighting sports, like boxing and MMA. And at one point, I became obsessed.
Why I started training martial arts is a little different. It's the concept of fighting that pulls me towards it. I have watched little to no fights in the past, but when I do watch a fight, something about those kicks and punches looks so wicked that I put myself in these imaginary fights. I just feel the urge to get into a fight and pull out reflexes like Bruce Lee.
But now that I feel like being on the other side of the screen, I just gotta ask myself, why do people obsess over watching other people fight? Or the bigger question, why do combat sports exist in the first place? Join us as we hear from our seniors and try to get the answers. And if you don't already train martial arts, you might have to start right away by the end of this video. Let's begin. Fighting is one of the most oldest behaviors human beings have ever known. Long before there were sports, rules, or weight classes, it was simply a matter of survival. Early humans did not fight for entertainment. They did because they had to protect themselves, to secure food, territory, and safety. In a world where there are no systems or laws, the ability to fight wasn't optional. It was essential. And over time, that instinct became deeply embedded within us. As civilizations began to form, fighting didn't disappear. It became organized. One of the most well-known examples of this is the era of gladiators. In ancient Rome, combat became a spectacle. Gladiators were trained fighters who would enter the arena in front of thousands of people, risking their lives for the sake of entertainment. These fights were brutal, often ending in serious injury and even death. Fighting had evolved from survival into performance. And today we see another version of this evolution. Modern combat sports, boxing, MMA, and disciplines like karate are far more regulated. There are rules, referees, and safety measures. Fighters train for years, not just to win, but to master their craft.
I am Haroon Sawati and I am Black Belt 4Dan in Kyokushin Karate.
How did you first discover Kyokushin Karate?
Basically, when I went to the college, my karate teacher, Sihan Babar Suhail, came into the class and he started telling us about the karate. And then after that, he told us that we're going to have a karate demonstration in your college. And they have given a beautiful karate demonstration. This was the day that I loved that Kyokushin Karate, and I said that I will be the first person to join that. In my first class, my teacher said that, Sihan Babar Suhail Bhatti, that if you want to touch the sky, you have to jump over the wall. I realized that when I've studied different karate styles, the Shotokan and the martial arts styles, Taekwondo and so many other styles, that I find out that I am the luckiest person that I have found Kyokushin Karate. Almost 30 years now. I'm happy. I'm a master now. I have more than 1,000 students in Pakistan. Alhamdulillah. And now I am a Pakistan chief in North American Kyokushin Karate organization. I never knew that what I'm going to start. I started Kyokushin Karate. This was my luck. After that, I have studied the martial arts. And I find out that this is the best karate. Why is this is the best? Because this is full body contact karate, and there are so many things in it. This is not like I am just touching somebody and getting the point. If I have to get the point, I have to hit the person. If the other person will not feel it, I will not get the point. Simple as that. So this was the one thing. And other thing is that they taught me all the exercises from the toes till my head, whole body, whole fingers, wrist, arms, shoulders, neck, head, your toes, everything comes into the exercises. I realized that this is the best thing, and I loved it. In my era, people were mostly attracted due to Jackie Chan, because of Bruce Lee, and people like that. But after that, they realized that what karate is, this is a new world actually when you enter into it. There are many misconceptions are coming into it for the newcomers and students. They think that this is a brutal thing. This is not about hitting other people. This is the fight with yourself, the fight with your mind. The forgiveness is coming with this. They know that you can hit other person, but you're not hitting it. You are taking care of the other person. If the person is mad and is giving abuses and he's using some other things to you, and you are just neglecting that person and going away and saying, okay, boss, you are the person. But actually, you're here, you know that you could do that, but you didn't do it. This is what karate is. Even when they feel pain, actually, I can tell you about me. When I have started that, pain is there. Actually, without pain, there is no gain. This is it. And this is about the teachers. The teachers and the dojo instructors and your senseis tell you that this pain is good for you people. Actually, you are gaining something with that pain. Fighting is an instant thing, but it is with discipline. Without discipline, there is no winning. If you will start fighting without discipline, you will never win. You're not there to kill another person. You have to get the points, but with the real way. This is what Kyokushin Karate is. You're hitting the person, but you are friends. You're not enemies.
Two individuals step into a controlled environment, testing themselves against one another. And millions of people watch it and feel connected to it. So even though fighting has changed from survival to spectacle and now to sports, the question still remains the same. If we no longer need it to survive, why does it still feel so important to fight?
It's a fascinating paradox, isn't it? As the world becomes more civilized and digitized, our obsession with the most primal form of human interaction, hand-to-hand combat, only seems to grow. We have traded coliseums for pay-per-view, but the core magnetism remains the same. We like to think that we've evolved past our caveman roots, but our biology begs to differ. Deep within the brain lies the amygdala, a small almond-shaped structure that doesn't care about your 9-to-5 job or your social media following. It cares only about survival. Combat triggers a chemical cocktail: endorphins, dopamine, and adrenaline. For the fighter, it's the ultimate flow state. For the viewer, it's a vicarious thrill that makes the heart race without the actual risk of a broken nose. In a world of scripted PR and filtered lives, a fight is one of the few remaining absolute truths. You can't fake your way through a round with a world-class striker. If you ask a professional fighter why they entered the cage, they rarely mention violence. Instead, they talk about mastery. Most people live their lives without facing discomfort, while fighters run towards it.
There's something about fighting which draws people in. You have probably found yourself stopping for a moment just to witness a fight, maybe on the street, or maybe while you're scrolling through YouTube Shorts, or Instagram Reels, or TikTok. And in those few seconds, everything else fades out. Your attention sharpens, your body reacts, and you feel pulled into it even without trying. At a biological level, every human being carries a flight or fight response. When your brain senses danger, your body immediately prepares either to run or to confront. Fighting is the ultimate imposition of your will. Let's take an example. On one hand, you have a basketball match, and on the other hand, there are two groups of guys going at it, and you're casually walking alongside the road. The choice is yours. Either you can see the basketball match or you can see the people fighting. Well, most people would prefer to see the people fighting because it's so fascinating. What makes combat sports so unique is that people who are participating in them are actually putting themselves willingly into that primal response of flight or fight. So the fear becomes familiar. Stepping into the ring is different from observing it. Because from the outside, fighting can look intense, even powerful. While that might be true to some extent, but the fact is, once you start training regularly, the image changes very quickly.
Why is it peaking now? Organizations like UFC and DAZN haven't just sold fights, they have sold narratives. For example, the infamous fight of Conor McGregor and Khabib.
Oh, Jamie, that's
They know
tasty.
this.
Combat sports have always been the great equalizer. Whether it's a kid from favelas in Brazil or a gritty gym in Dublin, fighting offers a path that requires nothing but a pair of gloves and unbreakable will. We don't watch because we're bloodthirsty. We watch because we recognize the struggle. Although some people are watching for the blood, specifically. Every punch thrown is a metaphor for battles that we face in our own lives.
Emotional control is very much needed, and it comes with the seniority. When you are a white belt, you are very much emotional in the class. You think that you can do everything. You are here to kill anybody. When you learn that your hands are weapons and you can use them, you think that you can use them properly. By the time when you are getting senior and senior and senior, you realize that this is the thing what discipline is. This is the thing how you have to control yourself, how you have to control your emotions. This is all about controlling the emotions, and this is your life. Actually, karate is telling how to live in the life. Actually, martial arts change the people's personality, the whole body language, how you stand, how you talk to other people. It comes with the discipline, because when you enter into the dojo, you're not in the ordinary world anymore. You are in a discipline already. When you are standing on tatami or the mat, you are not that person you was there before, right? You have to say os, and you are under the oath at that time. Boxing is very good. I love Muhammad Ali. He was a great boxer. What a great footwork he did. What a great person he is. So the person like Muhammad Ali, if I am thinking about Muhammad Ali and boxing together, this is telling the whole world how great boxing is. All the disciplines are not bad. They're good, but until they are disciplined. If the things are not disciplined, if they are going out of the discipline, they are bad. What I do is Kyokushin Karate. I love Kyokushin Karate because I am hitting other person but staying in the discipline. I don't want to hit him hard to take the blood out, and we are not going to become a bloodhound, right? We are the people who do the fight for the good.
After all of these years of training, what does fighting mean to you personally?
Actually, fighting means to me personally is winning. After all these years, I did so many fights. I've won many fights. I won national championships 3 times and many other fights. Basically, fighting is a thing which is coming out of you. The winning is another thing. But the thing coming out of you is how you are doing these things, staying in control, staying in discipline. One fight, you are winning that. Then you are getting ready for the other fight. Right, the same day, same time. After almost 5 to 10 minutes, you have to do another fight, then another fight, then another fight, then another fight, then another fight. This is telling you how to live in the life continuously. You don't go down. You don't go down. Life is not same every time. When winning one fight, you will go another. When winning another fight, you have another target, then another target, then another target. You will achieve the first position when you will defeat all of them. A person who never lose is never be a good fighter or a good person in life, because losing teaches you a lot of things. When you lose, you know that I have lost, no other fight. So you practice hard. You fell down, you stand up again. You fell down, you stand up again. This is what fighting is telling me.
So the reason everybody joins Kyokushin is different. So let's hear from our friends why they joined Kyokushin. How did you first get into martial arts?
So basically, what happened was that I met Sensei Haroon in my school. It was, I guess, my sports lesson, and he told me about a story that how he started Kyokushin and all that. So I got inspired.
Well, I've been in martial arts since I was a teenager, been in and out of it, and finally I got a chance to pursue it long term. So I joined the Warriors Fight Club.
I was really into anime, so that was a real anchor for me to get into this. Then I got to know about self-defense, discipline, so that's why.
And why did you choose Kyokushin?
I've tried all kinds of martial arts, the Chinese types, Shotokan, and MMA, but nothing is more rewarding and satisfying like Kyokushin. It's pure, it's truthful.
Well, to put it simply, because it's the peak of truth, as Sosai said.
Kyokushin Karate is basically a tough body martial arts. Okay, that's why I joined it. Like, it's a full body contact karate and not like Shotokan and all that stuff.
How much time has it been since you joined?
6 months.
I've been in Kyokushin for about 7-8 months now.
It's been like 1 year from my last month.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Boss.
You're welcome. Thanks.
If fighting was only about winning, most people would quit after their first loss. And if it was only about violence, most people would also quit after they first get hit. But it's about none of these things, and more about what happens inside of you while under pressure. It removes distractions, no excuses, no hiding, just you, your reactions, and the moment. And that's why fighting matters till this day. Even though long gone are the times where fighting was necessary for our survival. Because in this modern world, it gives you something very rare. A situation where you can't pretend, where you meet yourself as you actually are, not as who you think you are. Fighting is the perfect mirror. It lays out everything clearly in front of yourself. And then you realize the only competition you have is the image you see in the mirror. What is your message to the world?
My message is to the world, as a karate person, stay calm. Give way to other people. Stay loved. Give love. Don't give hate. We are not here to hate each other. The wars and killings and brutality is not the way. The disciplined life, the pure life is love with each other, not the hate.
Perfect.
Thank you.
That's a wrap.
Thank you. Thank you very much, everybody. Boss, have a great day.